Tonight at 9, the holiday season is quickly approaching, and one local organization needs your help. Find out who.
And with the election less than 2 weeks away, the candidates are speeding up their campaigning, the actions they are taking.
I'm tracking warmer weather, but rain chances also in the forecast. I'll have all those details coming up.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
Tonight in your coronavirus update, Governor Eric Holcomb spoke today about the state's response to COVID-19. Good evening, I'm Angelica Gonzalez.
And I'm Tara Konieczny. NewsLink Indiana's Annie Keister joins us live now in the newsroom. Annie, what was the focus of today's meeting?
Yeah, guys, good evening. And there's no doubt the topic of today was long-term facilities and the spread of COVID-19 within them. Dr. Lindsay Weaver, Chief Medical Officer, joined Holcomb today, and she noted that over 2,200 COVID-19 related deaths were in Indiana were residential. That's 58% of Indiana's total COVID-19 death toll. Holcomb says he wants to provide relief and slow the spread specifically in those long-term care facilities. And what's different now compared to back in March is our PPE inventory. In fact, Dr. Weaver says November 1st, they will send the National Guard to facilities for screening and testing, along with more than 2 million masks and 400,000 face shields. That's the largest distribution to date. Holcomb says slowing the spread throughout living facilities directly correlates with hospitalization rates. Dr. Weaver says they will continue safety guidelines when it comes to visitors and living facilities, encouraging friends and family to talk to their loved ones virtually or outside with distance. As for the rest of the state, the administration is encouraging flu shots, mask wearing, and of course, social distancing.
Whether it's making cars or going to a Colts game or going to school, there are safe ways to be in stage 5, and we're proving that all over the state of Indiana.
And the next briefing with Governor Holcomb will be next Wednesday, streaming again on Facebook at 2:30 p.m. And guys, Dr. Box did call into the briefing today as she recovers herself with COVID-19. She reported that she and her family are doing well.
All right, Annie, thank you. Back on Ball State's campus, 18 students and 1 employee were tested for COVID-19 in the past 24 hours through the partnership with IU Health. In the past 24 hours, 4 students and 1 employee tested positive. There was also 1 positive student tested reported through other sources. That brings the total number of active cases on campus to 43.
COVID-19 has affected the way many events and gatherings are run, and with the holiday season coming up, that most likely won't change.
NewsLink Indiana's Alex Amanza joins us in the newsroom tonight. Alex, what can you tell us about the upcoming holidays in Muncie?
Angelica and Tara, like you said, COVID-19 has certainly affected events all across the nation. But here in Muncie, that's why the Salvation Army is looking for a little extra help from the community. We all know the Salvation Army as the bell ringers at the storefronts and the fundraising events held year-round. But for the first time in 130 years, the nonprofit organization is starting their holiday fundraising events early. I spoke with Major Mark Litherland, the Corps officer at the Muncie Salvation Army, and he says programs like these are not only important every year, they're especially important amid a global pandemic.
If you would like to adopt a family for Christmas and then provide those things for them, we can do that. If you would like to ring the bell, that's a very interesting thing. My parents put me out ringing the bell at age 7, and I've stood every year since. I'm 59, so I've got 52 years of bell ringing.
He says now more than ever, the organization is looking to the community as they begin their Assistance for Christmas program.
The Assistance for Christmas is usually food and toys for the children 12 and under, and we provide food or we adopt families out, but all families are guaranteed food and with children under 12 toys.
For Litherland, it's more than just a program.
I had a lady come up to me, I was playing my horn and she stopped me from playing, and she had 2 pennies and wanted to make sure she put it in the right spot. You know, that her last 2 pennies probably, and it made it to the kettle. It is just heartwarming when you do the ministry to help people out.
In Muncie, Alex Almanza, NewsLink, Indiana. Now you can find those famous red donation kettles at the Muncie Mall, Rural King, and Hobby Lobby. Angelica and Tara, sending it back to you in the studio.
To find out more information on how you can help save the Salvation Army, you can visit our website at ballstatedaily.com. Now, with the holiday season rolling around, we're starting to see that cooler weather. Chris, is that going to continue?
Well, if you like the cooler weather, it's going to come back, but we're going to be having warmer weather eventually coming into the area. But we have to get through today right now and the rest of the night, and we're staying around comfortable 59 in Indianapolis, 61 here in Muncie, 57 in Kokomo. Now looking at radar right now, we're staying relatively dry, just cloudy throughout the rest of the night. We do have a system just off to the west that's going to be making its way into the area. Now as we look through the next 8 hours, temperatures are going to be hovering around those lower 60s, and it's going to feel very beautiful as we start seeing an increase in our temperatures by tomorrow. And I'll have all those details coming up in my full forecast.
New in election coverage, Russia and Iran have obtained some voter information. Data according to the Associated Press, the news organization says countries are coming to interfere in the election, but an FBI director says despite foreign efforts to interfere with the elections, you should be confident that your vote counts.
Vice President and former Indiana Governor Mike Pence will be making a campaign stop in Fort Wayne tomorrow. The stop is an effort to drum up last-minute support before the final votes are casted. This is not the first time Pence has made a stop in Fort Wayne. In 2016, he held a rally at the Allen County War Memorial Causoleum. This year, however, there will be modifications due to the coronavirus. All attendees will be given a temperature check, be instructed to wear a mask, and be provided hand sanitizer. The rally will be held at the Aero Center, and doors will open at 2:30. NewsLink Indiana will be there and will have a recap at 9.
Former President Barack Obama has released a new video message ahead of his first in-person campaign rally stop supporting Joe Biden. In the video, Obama encourages young voters to step up to the plate and create a, quote, new normal in America. He warned against giving into cynicism and emphasized that every vote counts. The former president posted a video to his Twitter account Tuesday. He hits the campaign trail in earnest on Wednesday, starting with the speech in Philadelphia.
With tens of millions of votes already cast, President Trump and challenger, former Vice President Joe Biden, are ramping up efforts to boost support ahead of Election Day. Biden is zeroing in on a unity message as he seeks bipartisan support, while President Trump is focused on rallying his base. The Biden campaign is pulling out all the stops. Jill Biden appeared on The View and Kamala Harris teaming up with the Avengers, as Biden hopes his One America unity message cements his path to victory. President Trump's America First message is less clear. While the president rallies in battleground states, his administration is working toward foreign policy victories. All of this comes with just 13 days left until the final ballots are counted. NewsLink Indiana is your election headquarters. Join us on election night, Tuesday, November 3rd, for a special 1-hour edition of NewsLink Indiana from 9 to 10. We've got live coverage across Delaware County of local, state, and national races. We'll also have in-studio analysis. Again, that's Tuesday, November 3rd on Cardinal Vision and the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
A new program is coming to the YMCA and why you may want to join.
And Kazakhstan is preparing for some of its out-of-the-world visitors. We'll tell you more about that. Stay with us.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, Mitts will take you there.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. The YMCA of Muncie has added the New Strong program to help during the pandemic. NewsLink Indiana's Anna Chalker spoke with the creative team on how they came up with the new program.
When the YMCA of Cincinnati created their Strong program, the members of Muncie knew that they had to get started on this program immediately. I got to meet with the members of the creative team to see how they decided on this program for Muncie and how it is influential to everyone here in Delaware County.
The program is super simple. It takes roughly about 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week.
Because of the pandemic, many people have had a major shift in their lives. The creative team took on the Strong program to remind people that they can re-engage with others and their past schedules.
It is really about healing and refocusing and just re-engaging folks into overall wellness.
This 6-week-long program is open to everyone in the community. Participants can work on this alone, but it is also encouraged to work with someone to stay accountable.
When we have someone holding us accountable and we have other people to share successes with and to share experiences with, it is better.
If participants cannot complete the program at home, they are welcome to come into the Northwest, downtown Muncie, and Yorktown YMCA locations for free once a week to complete it.
In addition to our normal programming, we have special Group X classes just for the Strong program.
Once you register, the process to each activity is pretty simple.
There you will register for the program and you will get 3 weekly text messages that will prompt you through the program.
When the program is complete, the creative team wishes to do a follow-up to keep engaged with the participants and keep them in touch with the YMCA and what can be offered to better themselves because of COVID-19. In Muncie, Anna Chalker, NewsLink, Indiana.
To register for the Strong program, you can text STRONG to 855-596-2280.
After spending 196 days above the atmosphere, the first space station crew going into orbit during a pandemic is landing back on Earth today. 1 American astronaut and 2 Russian cosmonauts blasted off into the International Space Station on April 9th. This was just weeks after the World Health Organization said COVID-19 is a pandemic. The crew completed more than 3,000 orbits around Earth and traveled 83 million miles. They are set to land in Kazakhstan tonight at 10:50 Eastern Time. While those astronauts may be coming home today, many more people will start returning to their homes for the upcoming holidays. And one study says about a quarter of Americans are already done with their holiday shopping. The website The Lending Tree surveyed more than 1,000 consumers in the U.S. this month. 25% of people say they have already finished shopping. That number jumps to 44% when it comes to parents of minors. Researchers also found that a large number of Americans are worried about debt because of the holidays.
Speaking of holiday shopping, Lowe's is kicking off its holiday specials. The home improvement chain, is starting its new Seasons of Savings sale Thursday. The big box retailer believes the holiday shopping season this year will be unlike any other because of the pandemic. Instead of a traditional Black Friday sale, Lowe's will offer daily online-only cyber steals starting Thursday through December 2nd. Speaking of holidays, Halloween is the closest holiday that's coming up. Chris, are we going to experience any good holiday weather?
Yes, we will be experiencing some good holiday weather, but for right now, we're going to be tracking a little system just off to our west, moving into our area tonight. I have all those details coming up right after the break.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother,
Yes.
you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Now at 9:16, campus looks pretty quiet right now, and it was a little chill temperatures. Chris, can you give us more explanation about that?
Yes, we did have a cold front move through the area, but temperatures definitely felt very comfortable for most of the day. We reached a high today of 67 degrees, slightly above average of 62. We did not reach that record of 86 degrees set back in 1953. Now, currently right now, we're sitting relatively comfortable, lower 60s right now, with winds coming out of southeast at 5 miles per hour. Looking at current temperatures right now, we're saying relatively nice, 59 in Indianapolis, 61 here in Muncie, 57 in Kokomo. So definitely something you still want to make sure you have your jacket for tonight. Now, we are tracking this system that is just off to our west, going to be moving to our area tonight. And this drier weather that we got earlier today is associated with this cold front that moved through earlier, with those rain showers that we're getting right now tonight, is associated with this warm front that is just to the south of us. Tonight, we're going to stay into those lower 60s as we start reaching by 1 a.m. Winds going to be staying on the calm side. Tomorrow, we are going to start seeing the temperatures rise all the way up to 78 degrees by 3 p.m. And we can even reach 80 degrees by tomorrow. Now, as we are looking at a 5-day temperature trend, look at Thursday with the warmest at 79 degrees, but by looking at Saturday, 54 degrees, a huge temperature dip, 25-degree difference from tomorrow into Saturday. Now, here on Precision Cast, we are tracking those systems that is just off to our west. We could see some isolated showers, even some heavy thunderstorms, but as we start moving through all the way into tomorrow, the system will slowly start tracking out of the area and will give us those nice warm temperatures and dry conditions for tomorrow. But then by Friday, we have our next weather system moving into the area which is associated from this cold front that's going to be moving through. Now, looking at 5-day precipitation chances, Friday we're going to be seeing the most amount of rain at 80%, and we stay relatively dry by Saturday. But then rain chances increase by the weekend into the start of next week. Now, looking at the mid 7-day forecast, these temperatures are going to be wild as we look by Thursday into almost 80 degrees, and then we slowly dip back into fall-like temperatures, lower 50s to mid 60s by the weekend, then rising back up into those lower 60s and staying relatively cool and dry by next Tuesday and Wednesday. So it is going to be crazy. Make sure that you have your umbrella. Make sure that you have your shorts, your t-shirt. It's everything you're going to need. It's just going to be an on-off system that we're going to have throughout the rest of this week.
Thank you, Chris. As we're getting ready to dive into the swim season, we check onto the Cardinals swim team.
And the newest member of the Ball State basketball team comes from a conference rival. More on his story up next.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener and loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds, we surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. And I think of kids going to school hungry. Hunger, homelessness. In this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Weeknights, NewsLink Indiana brings you the news before you go to bed.
But Friday mornings, you're waking up with Cardinal weather. We've got the latest news headlines.
Freezing temperatures have set in all the way down in Louisiana.
One man dead after flooding in Venice, Italy.
Up to the minute weather conditions.
Cold temperatures are the story this morning.
And of course, lots of fun.
It is not funny.
What on earth is happening there?
I feel sorry for the little guy.
I've got my socks on. Annie with her curly hair, which is actually never curly. Join us Friday mornings at 8 on Facebook Live.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Blake Dahlia with sports. His journey starting just under 40 miles away at Marion High School. Then he goes on to Western Michigan and next to Tulsa. Fast forward to now, he'll be playing in Worthen Arena. I sat down with Ball State basketball's Reggie Jones to hear about his 3 years on the road and his homecoming.
I feel like I'm in the right spot at the right time. You know, I've been through a lot in the past. I started off good at Western. You know, things didn't work out at Tulsa, but, you know, me ended up back home, I feel like it's the right place to be.
A journey where things weren't always smooth sailing, but the rocky ride bringing Jones back to the state where it all started.
It was close to home during this hard time, being close to my family, my brothers, my sisters. You know, I got a sister at Purdue, and then my brother's still in high school, so I'll be able to see them.
And now that he's back, the weight of homesickness on his and his family's shoulders being lifted. 3 years later.
It was hard to see him grow while I was that far away. I got grandma, grandpa, like all that type of stuff. I like to be involved with my family too, and being away, you know, it was kind of taking a toll on all of us, really.
With those who matter most having his back, Jones looking to take over the same Mid-American Conference that he used to play for in Western Michigan.
Man, during the summertime, I couldn't wait to get out here. Well, my only goal for this season is to win the MAC championship and go to the NCAA tournament. I feel like individual goals are cool, but at the end of the day, I would just want to win the championship.
In his days with the Giants, Jones won a state championship. He was also an ESPN Top 10 prospect when he graduated. And now onto the pool with December just around the corner. NewsLink Indiana spent some time checking up on the swim teams, both the men's and women's squads finishing up with losing records last year, but they're ready to jump in and get back to work for the upcoming season. The Cardinals looking to improve within the MAC and compete at the NCAA Swim and Dive Championships in the spring. Senior Kaylin Merck says the coaches are the ones to thank for their strong start.
We're just so fortunate to have an amazing coaching staff that have been quite creative in the pool and also out of the pool, like in the weight room with our practices, and also just keeping up the COVID guidelines.
Both teams will be diving back into action November 5th. And now with our last story tonight here on NewsLink Indiana, finally, the Yorktown boys soccer team finishing with its regular season record at 14-3-1. Now, what do they have to show for it? A sectional title. The Tigers knocking out Jay County to win its first sectional championship and hold its first winning record in the last 5 years. Yorktown finishing the season not losing a single game in regulation. But if you ask anyone on the team, sports are more than just the marks in the win and loss column. Valuable lessons can be taken away, like the one lesson that Hudson Bow learned from his coaches throughout the years.
My coach would always say, be the obvious choice. So, you know, if there was a position you wanted, whether that was on JV or split or varsity, work hard and be the obvious choice. Don't make it a toss-up. Don't make it a, I don't know.
Now, unfortunately for me, I didn't get the chance to play high school soccer. My school didn't have a team. What about you guys?
Actually, I played soccer through 7th grade all the way through my senior year of high school. I was the goalkeeper. It was good times for sure.
Great experience. Gotta love high school sports, right?
Oh, for sure. Thank you, Blake. After the break, we will take a final look at weather. Stay with us.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now? Right now.
You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Popeyes fans have another reason to be grateful this Thanksgiving. USA Today reports that the fast food chain is bringing back its Cahoon turkeys for the holiday. Consumers can pre-order them for about $40 or by calling or visiting participating chains. The turkeys come pre-cooked, but they can take a few days to thaw.
One of your Halloween family traditions could be coming to an end. For the first time in more than 50 years, the classic It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown won't be broadcasted. If that has you saying, oh good grief, there is one place you can still catch the special. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is now available exclusively to Apple TV Plus subscribers, and the special will be streamed on the platform for free to everyone October 30th through November 1st. According to Apple TV Plus will be the new home for all Peanuts gang content, including a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving and a Charlie Brown Christmas, and a new series called The Snoopy Show. I'm really disappointed that I won't see that on TV this year. Chris, let's take a final look at the weather.
Yeah, well, we're going to stay warm tomorrow, but then by Saturday, we're going to start dropping down those cool temperatures, and rain is going to be moving back into the forecast.
That's all for tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.